Hello students, today I will start a new chapter, that is inverse circular function. So what is that? Inverse circular function is just opposite of any trigonometric operation. Suppose if I will take y equals to sin x, then inverse means this one we can write x equals to sin inverse y. Now this inverse does not mean 1 by sin y. No, never you will write this one. Inverse here in this chapter does not mean 1 by sin y, because you know that 1 by sin y means cosec y. So in place of that I will not write sin inverse. Inverse is totally a different concept. I will just do like that. If y equals to sin x, that means y is a value and x is some angle. Now if I have to write that angle equals to some function of the value, then I will apply inverse here. Just like that, if I will take y equals to tan theta, that means theta equals to tan inverse y. Okay, but never you will write that 1 by tan. No, because tan inverse is also itself an operator, just like tan. Tan, it is an operator, just like that. Tan inverse is also an operator, but this one does not mean 1 by tan, never. Okay, so tan inverse y, just like that we can write y equals to sec phi, that means phi equals to sec inverse y. So whenever you will write like that, this one is value, this one is angle, and in case of inverse, whatever the element will be there, that one is a value and this one is angle. So what is the result of the inverse operation? Always the result will be an angle, and on which I will operate that will be a value. If I will tell that sin pi by 2 equals to 1, that means pi by 2 equals to sin inverse 1. Now see, 1 is the value here and pi by 2 is the angle here. That is the difference. Okay, sin I will operate on angle, I will get some value, just reverse of that. If I will operate on some value, I will get some angle here. Just like if I will take tan pi by 4 equals to 1, that means pi by 4 equals to tan inverse 1. So always this one will be value. Please try to memorize. And one more thing I have already told, inverse here does not mean 1 by something. Now there is some word here, that is principal value, but that one I will not tell right now. When I will finish function part, then I will tell what is principal value. Today I will tell some formula, and sorry, based on that formula you can do any sums regarding inverse of 4 marks. Means in your exam there will be 2 questions, number 1 2 marks and 4 marks. So this one mainly comes from principal value, and this 4 marks mainly comes from some using formula. Okay, so for this one I will do. So many formula there, try to memorize, and better if you will just make a chart of the formula. So I think what is inverse, till now you have got that. Now what is the range here? When I am telling y equals to sin x, you know already that the value of the sine, the range will be -1 less than equals to y less than equals to 1, because the minimum value of sine is -1 and maximum value will be 1. Just like that, if I will take on cos also, if I will take suppose y equals to cos x, then -1 less than equals to y less than equals to 1, because in case of sine and cos the minimum value is -1 and the maximum one is 1. And in case of tan, if I will take that y equals to tan x, suppose this one, then it will be -infinity less than y less than infinity. because actually there is no minimum or maximum value of tan. Now if I will take that minus 1 less than equals to y less than equals to 1 for sin x, then what about cosec x? What about cosec x? Just draw the number line. Minus 1, 0, 1. So for sine I will take minus 1 to 1. Now for cosec I will take the remaining part. That means we can write that here mod y greater than equals to 1. Because if we will take any value of cosec, cosec is just the reciprocal of sine. So if I will take suppose sin x equals to half, then cosec x will be 2. If we will take sin x equals to 1 by 5, for some x it will be 1 by 5, and then cosec will be 5. So whatever value you will take of cosec x, it will be either less than minus 1 or greater than 1. That's why I am telling that mod y greater than equals to 1, because y modular sign is there. If some value is less than minus 1 and if I will take the modulus of that value, that will be positive. Whatever negative values are there, if we will take minus 2 is there, so mod of minus 2 is 2, that one is greater than 1. If we will take plus 2, mod 2 will be obviously greater than 1. If we will take minus 0.5, that one also. So mod y greater than equals to 1 for which operator? That one is cosec and sec, for both of them. Since sin and cos both have the same range, so sec and cosec also have the same range, because except minus 1 to 1, since minus 1 to 1, this one is the region of sin and cos, and if I will take the reciprocal of sin, that is cosec theta, and reciprocal of cos, that means sec theta, so I will take the remaining part here. Please try to memorize this one. Okay? And in case of cot, you can say infinite, because tan is infinite, so cot is also infinite. But in case of sin and cos, both are not same. Sin and cos are same, but in case of sin, cosec is the remaining part. In case of sec also, that the remaining part will be the region or the range. This one you should not memorize, but just for your information, because if some logical or conceptual numerical will be there, then this one you need. Okay, so just write down that range of sin and cos is minus 1 to 1, and the remaining part of the real values will be for sec and cosec. Now I will tell some formula of inverse. Number 1, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equals to pi by 2. Sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equals to pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equals to pi by 2. Now if we will notice properly, there is a relation of complementary angles, because we know that sin pi by 2 minus x cos x, sec pi by 2 minus x cosec x, and also tan pi by 2 minus x cot x. So all of the pairs have some connection with complementary angles, and that's why the sum is also pi by 2. Now number 1 I will prove it. Before that, just now I have told what is the range of sin and cos. You know, minus 1 less than equals to x less than equals to 1. Why x? Since in here x I have written, that's why it is x. If we will write y, that will be y. Now in case of sec and cosec, what is the region of that? Mod x greater than equals to 1. Why? Because minus 1 to 1 already sine and cos both of them are there. So what is the remaining part of that? Remaining part means for sec and cosec, because sec is reciprocal of cos and cosec is reciprocal of sine. That's why. Now the last one, tan and cot. This one what it will be? It is for minus infinity less than x less than infinity. Now here x and all the x parts are value. They are not angles, because just now I have told one thing. If y equals to sine theta, theta equals to sine inverse y. So here y is the value. That's why x is also value, and whatever the result I will get, that will be an angle. In case of inverse, always I will get an angle as a result. Now number 1 I will prove. So first I will take sine inverse x. Suppose this one is a. So from here we can write x equals to sine a. Now here also, if I will take cos inverse x equals to b, then cos b equals to x. Now from here we can write that sine a equals to cos b, because both are same. Now in class 10 we have done. If I have to equate both of them, what will I do? I will just convert from cos to sine. That means it will be sine pi by 2 minus b. So a equals to pi by 2 minus b. That means a plus b equals to pi by 2. Now a and b, what are they? A means sine inverse x and b means cos inverse x. That's why a plus b equals to pi by 2. This one it is proved. All are of the same type. If you will take this one also, sec inverse x, take this one as L and M, then what it will be? This one will be sec theta, this one is cosec theta, sorry. If I will take this one as L, then it will be x equals to sec L. Suppose this one as L, then x equals to sec L. Similarly, x equals to cosec M. Now both of them are same, so we can write sec L equals to cosec M. That means sec L equals to sec pi by 2 minus M, because already in complementary angle we have done this one, that cosec theta equals to sec 90 minus theta. So L equals to pi by 2 minus M. That means we can write L plus M equals to pi by 2. That means L plus M equals to pi by 2. So these three you have to memorize. Please note down. And these three proof you will do in your copy. Now next I will say tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. If you have done compound angle properly, I think this one you will get obviously. Tan inverse x and tan inverse y. So take tan inverse x as a. Then a equals to, x equals to tan a. And if I will take tan inverse y as b, then it will be y equals to tan b. Now we have to find this one. So x equals to tan a, y equals to tan b. We have to do a plus b here. Now I will write here tan a plus b. What is the formula of tan a plus b? Tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. Replace the value. This one is x plus y by 1 minus xy. Now tan a plus b equals to this one. So we can write a plus b equals to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Please follow this one properly. Tan theta equals to something. So we can write theta equals to tan inverse of that value. A plus b. Now what is a and b? A is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy.